Welcome to Classic Car Cave. So I'm finishing up now with this 1100 special convertible, and the people that own the car are coming on Sunday. I believe they're leaving the UK Sunday, I think staying in Germany overnight, and they'll probably get here Monday afternoon sometime, which is when I'll put this video up, so it'll be in a week's time. And there are a few little things that I need to do just to finish up the car. And what I'll do is I'll show you the system that we made, that we designed without the hood on it. But there's two pieces, which are two corner pieces, which need to be secured a little bit better. So what I'll do is I'll show you how I intend to do that. I intend to fix that issue, and hopefully Jeremy will allow us to do some filming, and because I'd really like to see their reactions on their face when they see the car in person. And yeah, I'll ask them. I hope that hopefully they'll say yes, because I would really like to see, you know, what they think. I mean, Toby is the main guy. It's his car really, but Jeremy, his dad, has obviously helped him out with it and so on and so forth. But I'd like to see both their reactions when we take the cover off and they see what it looks like. So I'll show you some of the things that I'm trying to improve on, and hopefully you enjoy the video and maybe get some ideas from it. You may or may not be familiar with this build. If you go back, you can watch the whole thing. But we redesigned the hood on it, or not the hood, but we redesigned the mechanism where it goes up, because these pieces stuck out quite badly. And so I came up with this idea to make it smaller and fit everything underneath. So we tried a few different things. We've ended up making these out of metal and then putting sponge on them. This one is bolted in because it doesn't affect when you put the hood back on. This one has to come out again, which is metal, but it's got these clips in it so it can't come out. And then there's these pieces that go over the top, so that you don't see the splits in them. And obviously the end cap is metal as well, which is done from the inside. You can go back and watch exactly how this was done. And so the issue I've got now is obviously this back one has got three main bolts going through it, so that's secured. The ones that are not secured are the ones on the end here. So these obviously go on there. They're not on there yet. And then there's a corner piece. You can see it's a bit raggedy at the moment. There's a corner piece which is only held by these two clips here and here. And it's really not strong enough, so I've come up with an idea. Now, the end of these caps are metal. So my thinking is, and you can see it on this one here, my thinking is I've come up with the idea of using these magnets, and obviously they're quite strong and they stick to it. So what I'm doing is actually breaking these plastic bits off them and just using the magnet side, and it will sit directly onto here. I've got one already taken off, I believe, here somewhere. I'll have to have a look for it now, but there is one somewhere. And let me see if I can find it. I think it's actually on the other side, if I remember rightly. Yes, it is. Okay, the magnet. You can see there's the magnet. So these are metal. So what I need to do is basically embed this magnet here. Embed this magnet into there, so that when it goes in, so there'll be one on this end and one on that end. Now this end is foam, so I'm going to put a piece of steel in there so I can do the same both ends. Then what that'll do is it'll be magnetized to each of the metal pieces there and there on each side, and the clips will hold it as well. I don't want it flying off. These have to come out first. This doesn't need to come off, that doesn't need to come off, but these ones do. So this is why we've designed it that particular way, because they might want to put the hood. Hopefully they won't put it back on, and what they are doing is bringing a lightweight cover, so hopefully that will be good enough. But the car's running great. There's a few little things to do on it. I'm going to adjust the suspension slightly more, and we've had these caps made, these center caps and these nut caps. There was a few, and some of the caps were missing, and they'd put some plastic paint caps in it, which were approximately the right size but very square. So a friend of mine made these on a 3D printer, but for auto stuff, because it has to be a certain temperature. And he made me basically 5 of these caps, so there's a spare one, and he made me an extra 4 or 5 of these wheel nut caps, and then we cleaned the wheels up. And I think you'll have to agree, they look pretty nice. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to try now and see if I can glue these magnets in place so they've got such a strong bond that they just can't come out. Initially what I wanted to do was put a whole cover over the back, like a tonne around it, but the guy that was going to do the studs, he had a motorbike accident and he couldn't do it, and he wanted an awful lot of money for it as well. There's been enough money spent on the car already. And I will really reveal that to you if Jeremy and Toby are happy with me to let you know what it cost, or what all the costings were. And I think you might be quite shocked because the price of stuff these days to get these minis back on the road is fairly substantial. Anyway, I'll crack on with this and I'll show you how I'm getting on with it, and hopefully you'll see this on Monday the 15th with a bit of luck. So even without the clips, that's pretty well wedged in there now with the magnets. But you can see they're sticking out quite a bit there. And again that side. So what I can do is I can make something like this to go over the end. And just glue that over the end to make it look nicer. But they're either in and they're covered or they're not. But as you can see, there's the metal. It sticks quite nicely to it, so it's got some bond on it, better than not having it. So yeah, I'll make them up, and basically you can just, once these clips are on, you just push it under and then you force it in and it all jams in place. And then also with the clips over it, looks completely different. I'll put the clips on and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so that's it in with a magnet in either end. And then the covers over here. Again, this one isn't screwed down yet. I want to get the right position to screw it down. But that's how it'll look. And it's really nice and firm now. That magnet's just give it that extra little bit of hold in there. Or jammed it even possibly. But like I said, so this undoes with 2 screws underneath the quarter card or the back door card. This one is 4 bolts going down. It goes into a slot. This one on the back is 3 bolts sticking down with wing nuts on them, and these are the only 2 that need to come out by hand. And it's a very simple reason why they're done that way. You might think there's a better way of doing it, clipping it in some way. But you can't have access because of the petrol tank in this corner. There's no way to get access to it underneath. It's all right in that corner where there is no tank. So it's not a system that I could easily make. It had to be done with pipe, PVC pipe and foam. Expanding foam is what we used. So now I need to get on with this one and do the same thing again to make this side fit onto there like that. So as you can see, these are not on yet. So this one's a slightly better fit than the other side. You can see it's better here and it's better here. I might even build that up a bit more. I'll see if I've got enough time. But that's not going to come out. I think it looks pretty good. All in all, not a bad fit all the way around. It's a little bit up in the air. But we had to design it that way to, I think with a bit of wear in, it'll probably come down a little bit more. There we go. I'm done. Okay, so I've put it back together. That's how it looks now. It's all secured, nice and strong. Looking good all the way around. And yeah, hopefully they'll be really happy with it. I think it looks pretty nice. It's all secured in that. The back looks quite nice. And then with all the carpets and everything inside, and it runs really, really well. at first start. So I'll take her out for a little drive, check these shock absorbers over the weekend, and then I say they should be here on Monday. But so I've already got 7 or 8 or 9 minutes on the video, so I'll leave it here and do the second part when they're here on Monday. Put it up Monday night or Tuesday or whatever. But there we are, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it all, and it's pretty good. So on that note, as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and we'll catch you in the next update. Bye for now, take care.